Now, you all know by now, I'm on the health kick of a lifetime. I've lost over 80 pounds, nearly 6 stone. I went from looking like this to this. And obviously, there was a hell of a lot of training and making sure my diet was in check. And I will do a full video on that at some point. But one of the X factors that made this all possible was making sure that I was getting the right vitamins in my body, not just to feel good physically to get through the workouts, but actually mentally to get through it as well. And that's where Heights Vitals absolutely smashed it for me. In 2 tiny little capsules, you get 20 vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that are going to make you feel amazing. And I actually looked it up on their website before buying. 330 scientific studies back this up. So it's not just your bro scientists over here like me, it's the real scientists telling you this is legit. And the reason it's made such an impact for me is better energy and better sleep, which when you're training and you're depleting yourself and you're trying to diet, you need that so badly. And one of the other bonuses is better focus as well. Like, I'm actually like not drained throughout the day. The mental focus is fantastic. So if you want to quickly upgrade your everyday performance like I did, this is an easy option that you can take immediately. And the great thing is there's a hassle-free refund on the first orders within 30 days of delivery. So there's no reason not to give it a try. So if you want to check them out and you want 20% off your first month, click the link in the description below, go to heights.com/TrueGeordie and use my code TrueGeordie20. That's all block capitals, all one word, TrueGeordie20 for 20% off your first month. All of that's in the description if you need to remember, don't worry. So big love to Heights for sponsoring this video and helping me perform at my best and for 20% off for you lot. But for now, enjoy the video.
Behind her. Go on. It's it.
Give up with it.
You call yourself police force? No force in you.
Yeah, they'll let anyone in the police these days, won't they? Even child molesters. Yeah, I really wish this was a joke. Police officer Cliff Mitchell jailed for 13 years for multiple counts of rape. So what happened was the Met Police had DEI diversity targets to hit. They failed them and they really wanted to hit their quota. So they went back through all of the candidates that didn't make it, looked through the ones that weren't white, lowered their vetting standards to a point of where this guy's been investigated for child molestation. Should we just give him the job, mate? Think about it. What's more important, the children or us not looking racist? Aye. He went on to be convicted of 10 counts of rape against 2 women and 3 counts of rape against a child under the age of 13. And if that's not bad enough, they actually empowered his ability to commit these crimes by making him a police officer. When he kidnapped and raped this young girl, he told her that no one would believe her if she said anything because he was a police officer, which made her physically incapable of telling anyone. So by employing him, even knowing he'd been accused of such things, they literally empowered him to continue raping more people. And unfortunately, he wasn't the only criminal who was employed by the cops as part of this scheme. It just got me thinking when I read this story. Who the fuck are we hiring in the police force these days? I've never been anti-cop, particularly. When NWA sing fuck the police, I sing along, you know, apart from the N-word. I do miss that bit out, just to be clear. But I've always thought cops were decent human beings who, yes, are corruptible like any person is. But generally, I was raised to think that they are good guys and that we should have respect for them, right? They're doing a hard job. But looking into this, it just made me go, I need to look online and find clips and see what the fuck is going on out there these days. Because one thing that was abundantly clear is like when I was a kid, cops were like over 6 foot, strong, quite athletic. You wouldn't want to get a clip off one. And I think it's fair to say that those days are over. And this might be one of the reasons, as the police have axed the compulsory fitness test because the bleep test is unfair on women. For a kickoff, I don't get that. Like, a fitness test is actually non-discriminatory. Like, it is literally the same for everyone. So if anything doesn't discriminate, it should be a test that's made for everyone. For those who don't know what the bleep test is as well, you like basically have to run from one end of the court to the other and then the bleeps get quicker and quicker. And it's a basic fitness test. Something that if you want to chase after criminals as your job should be pretty fucking straightforward. So let's take a quick look at what impact this might have had on the police and their ability to catch criminals.
No.
I love the fact that he didn't even sprint away. He just sort of jogged because he's like looking at it going, nah, I don't even need to put this into second gear here. I've got this. And also the lack of effort to actually get away. It wasn't even much of a maneuver to get off her. Let's have a watch of her running after him as well. Look at her fat ass, man, honestly. She couldn't catch a cold. I grew up with one of my neighbours was a cop. He was like 6'7" or something like that, right? Old dude, really respected in the community. He'd be turning in his fucking grave if he's seeing her fat ass waddling away like that.
No, you detained. Detained in section 1 of pace. You detained in section 1 of pace. Stop resisting. Will you move this on?
What for?
Shall we get your barber out?
I love the fact that she just did a fake tan as well and like made sure like I'm going to work, but like I still want to get fucked. How am I supposed to take that seriously, man? I'm surprised she hasn't got a hoops in, for fuck's sake. The bigger the hoop, the better the cop.
Girls, what are you doing?
Girls.
Filming, just filming.
Oh, dickhead. Oh, you sprayed me in the eye as well.
This other cop accidentally just sprayed her mates in the eye. The both of them have now been pepper sprayed in the eye. She probably thought it was hairspray, you know. Can we just do your look up a bit?
Right, listen, we're coming out of your dress. We're coming out of your dress. Let go.
Relax.
Right, that's all you had to do.
You put me in the strain now.
Well, you wasn't cooperating.
Wait.
You didn't even do anything.
Stop, please.
No, I'm not. Wait.
You didn't even do
Resisting!
She just is screaming in his face, stop resisting. You know why she has to scream like that? Because she's physically incapable of restraining him. This is a normal sized dude. This isn't a big man by any stretch of the imagination. 3 of them. They're about as much use as the chocolate fire god right now.
I'm going to put it on my own.
No, we can do it for you.
He doesn't trust the women to do it. He thinks they won't know how to figure this out.
He wants some
Are you alright now?
How sad is it that the criminal is going, are you okay? Like, he's feeling sorry for them because of what a shit show this has been.
Dylan, time is 8:10.
Go, you get back here now! Get off the...
I haven't done. I'm not going to jail. Sorry, I haven't done. I have nothing.
Get down now. Get down.
This is where the bleep test probably would have come in handy because, like, if you could actually run properly, you probably would have caught him. He was barefoot, for Christ's sakes. What is he, Tarzan? And look, I'm not just picking on women. There's men here who aren't athletic in the slightest either. Look at her fucking holding onto his leg like some sort of child. Like, you know, when kids hold onto the father's like, what is going on, man? And this geezer here, let's just say I don't think he's had many protein shakes.
Wait, relax!
This woman has gotten involved with these 2 cops. She's now really assaulting a police officer. And this other little skinny dude's just walking towards them. There's not even no urgency at all. He's just walked away from them. Have you ever seen Lethal Weapon, mate? You know, normally when you've got a cop who's your partner, you're supposed to help the fucker out. Look at him, he's just standing there and someone fucking drags the other copper off. He's just stood there doing nothing. This cunt couldn't bench press the bar, let alone any weight on it. My God, son. So just to be clear, there's a cop on the floor who's been trying to restrain people, and obviously he's come off with the worst of it. Now, what you don't see here is a female police officer behind this guy here. Look at them crowding round her partner as she is just like in no man's land. Or woman. Imagine you're the fella on the floor who's literally like, you know, fighting for his fucking life at one point there, and they've saddled you with her as your partner for the day. Fuck me. This is a fucking mental one, because this is just a fat woman in flip-flops. She literally smacks this geezer while she's got a hold of one of the other coppers in her fucking flip-flops. Look at that. Look at the fucking state of them. I mean, look at them. They look like the Newcastle centre-backs. And there she is. She's away. Off in her flip-flops. We got a question who the fuck they're letting in the cops right now, because I've always thought, you know, if anything happens, I'll ring the cops, I'll be alright. That's back of the list now. You got to try everything but that's the last resort. And look, I know the women in these clips haven't come off well, but whatever you do, don't accidentally think one of them's a man, because they don't like it.
Oh, look at hypocrisy of you, Constable.
Oh,
he got in my face trying to tell me to shut up.
He'll tell you to grow up.
Grow up?
Yeah.
And when I say something to back, I'm aggressive.
I'm not saying you're aggressive.
He said I'm aggressive.
Excuse me? He?
You, yeah.
I'm a female police officer And I find that offensive.
Do you?
I do, yes.
Well, what are you going to do?
What do you mean, what am I going to do?
What are you going to do?
I find that really
You're
offensive.
touching me. I find that offensive. I find that offensive. I find that offensive.
Can we just run this back for 1 second? Because I just need to say this one more time. Have you ever heard a woman say, I'm a female, in less of a womanly way?
I'm a female police officer.
Oh, God, love. Maybe she's trans. Maybe she's a woman. We're not here to judge. Do you know what I mean? Whatever. We all know having a penis, having a vagina doesn't matter, right? That doesn't judge whether you're a woman or a man. But very masculine energy I'm getting here. Very masculine.
And I find that offensive.
Do you?
I do, yes.
Well, what are you going to do?
What do you mean, what am I going to do?
What are you going to do?
I love how that really, what are you going to do? She was like, I don't really know. Or he, we don't know.
You're touching me. I find that offensive. I find that offensive.
I love how she can't believe that anyone could think that a person with that face could be a man.
Listen, mate.
Listen, mate. How dare you call me a man?
Listen, what? What, is this a threat?
No, it's not a threat.
What
you
is it?
say he to me one more time and I will arrest you for public 4A.
Fucking hell. That just shows the level of, not in control. And ironically, now I do believe she's a woman because she can't control her emotions. Now we believe you're a woman. See, before, couldn't really tell because you kind of look like a man. But you're acting like a woman, so fair play to you.
Why, on what grounds?
Because I'm a female, not a male.
Because I'm a female.
So you're a female?
Yes, I am.
Did I know that?
So?
Huh?
Can you not tell?
No! Look at you, man. You look like a fucking geezer. You've got the most manly fucking face. You've got a hat on. We can't see you've got a feminine haircut. There's no feminine about you, love. You've got a deep voice. I've met countless men who are nowhere masculine as she is. And imagine, right, if you are that easily triggered into being so aggressive, you probably haven't got the temperament for the job. So not only are you, not a man, fair enough, we'll take your word for it. Some might not. I don't think you should be a cop. How about that?
Listen, mate.
Stop getting in my space.
What?
That's what you're doing.
Listen.
Please.
Stop being an idiot.
Do you know what I will say? There is slight tinge of facial hair there. I'm saying that, when they've got that little bit of fluff. So maybe he looked at that. Don't take offense, all right? It's easy to get offended. It's not easy to say, look, let's all calm down. That's the hard thing to do. That's what a cop should do. And look, as much as I thought she might have been a trans officer, there are trans officers like this one over here who I happen to find out about. Name is Sky. Probably not the name they were born with. I'm guessing was born a man, transitioned to a woman. Probably. Could be a woman dressed like a man. Could be either or. We just don't know. I don't like to presume. And I did happen to find a video of Sky. Let's just see what, Sky has to say.
We humans are capable of so much. We are capable of so many amazing things. But yet, it's 2023. We can fly helicopters on Mars.
Whoa. All right, before we even get to that, you can't fly a helicopter on Mars. I just have to stop you right there.
The minute somebody says, hi, I'm trans, I'm non-binary, I'm just different, the world, it loses its mind.
The world loses its mind. Yep. When will the world stop losing its mind? Now, what's mad about Sky and the police is that up until last year, trans women were able to, strip search, real women by law. They could say to you, as a woman, you fucking get your clothes off, I'm strip searching you right now. And that is the woman that would be doing it. And I'm glad the law's since changed, but I gotta say, if I was a woman, that would fucking terrify me. As a man, that would terrify me. This picture really freaked me out. I've got to be honest, because apparently Sky is head of taser training, and my mind immediately went to being tased by her. And obviously when you get tased, your body is lifeless and you're on the floor and you can't fucking move. I'm just imagining looking at her me unable to move a muscle, almost like sleep paralysis, and she's walking towards me with the gun. And I'm like, what the fuck is she going to do? What is she going to do to me? I'd rather her have just shot me dead. The more I looked into these clips, it did dawn on me, women are not, thriving in the cops the way you sort of hoped they would be. There's a lot of videos that are a bit weird. None more so than a couple of female cops who are trying to almost lure men into breaking the law so they could, arrest them.
These women aren't friends out for a run. They're actually undercover police officers taking to the streets in Surrey as part of a new operation trying to stop people catcalling and harassing female runners.
we get honked at, the staring, the hanging out of the window just to look at us, and it's so prevalent.
And police teams are ready to intervene the moment the officers are beeped at, followed or shouted at, pulling people over.
Those kind of behaviours may not be criminal offences in themselves, but they still need to be addressed. And of course, the people that are likely to commit those kind of behaviours, they may then go on to commit more serious offences or more serious behaviours.
The cops are spending their times trying to get men to commit a wrongdoing that isn't even actually a crime. That's what the taxpayers' money is going on. Dressing these girls in their running gear, trying to get some builder give it a fucking beep, which I'm not condoning. But equally, why are you spending your time doing this when it's not a fucking crime? And the logic from this geezer is, well, they might go on to commit a more serious crime. Might they? All right then. What is this, the Minority Report, when we're trying to fucking predict crimes before they fucking happen, Tom Cruise style? This is what they're spending time on.
For people to recognise that it's not right, it's not just a small act, it's a thing that can make someone feel really quite uncomfortable.
Which I agree with. I absolutely agree that people shouldn't be beeping at women when they're just out minding their own business jogging. The problem with this is, you're not just a woman out minding your own business jogging. You're deliberately doing that to provoke it, to then get the cops to pull people over and say, you've done wrong there, morally. I didn't think it was the police's job to teach us morals. I thought that was people's parents' jobs. Surely, this is not the best use of police time.
I think it's important, police are taking it so serious. It's one of our force priorities.
Priority! Not drugs, not rape, not murder. We're going to worry about people beating up people on the side of the road. That's the priority today.
It makes me feel proud to work for Surrey Police, because for me it's such a personal experience, and I know for a lot of other, if not all other women who experience it, so I feel empowered.
Oh, fucking hell, man. I actually think wanting to be a police officer is quite a commendable thing. You want to solve crime, and I assumed when people wanted to become a cop, it would be like you'd watch a murder mystery show and you'd see how a detective had solved the case. They'd crack the case. Not, let me get my tight leggings on and hope someone beeps at us because they've seen my arse. Fucking hell, like. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean to this girl. Obviously, it is a problem, but God, the level of fucking ambition is so low.
Shouting sausage cunts at the police car, you'll be arrested, you understand?
For what, sir?
For being drunk and disorderly.
I'm not drunk, sir.
You're clearly drunk.
Are you drunk?
On your way and
Are
stop
you
shouting and swearing at the police car, you're going to be arrested, you understand?
What am I going to be arrested for, sir?
Disorderly, I've already told you.
Drunk disorderly?
That's exactly.
Do I look drunk and disorderly, sir?
You are drunk and you are disorderly.
I'm not disorderly, sir. I've had 2 pints with watching the Newcastle Tranmere match, and I'm going home.
Okay.
In the answer, 2 pints. Go and check with the ladies up there.
What you need to do is you need to go home quietly. And
I am going home. Yeah. And don't tell me not what to do, mate. Don't tell me what to do.
You're going to get arrested.
Wait, arrested for what? Public order? Hello, can you see any public?
I've already told you.
Drunk and disorderly?
Yes, that's what I've told you.
You have to prove disorderly. I'm not disorderly, sir.
Well, you shouted sausage cunts at the police.
Sausages?
No, you didn't.
You're a sausage, sir.
No, you didn't.
You're a sergeant sausage, sir. You're a sausage, sir.
Thank you very much, you're very sensible, but if he swears again, he's going to get arrested, alright?
I won't swear.
Shout that.
You did, right?
So there you go. So
3 times you drove by me, Sergeant Sausage.
He's already just also said that you shouted that.
God bless you, sir. God bless Sergeant Sausage.
Thanks, man.
Enjoy yourself, Sergeant Sausage.
See you then. What's the point?
Hello, Sergeant Sausage.
What's the point?
Ken. Sergeant Sausage.
That video kind of shows us how annoying people can be, and how he showed good restraint there. Unlike the woman earlier on, he had his feelings in check, because I bet he wanted to smack the shit out of him. And in my searching, I've also found really weird arrests as well.
Anyone cycling no-handed in rush hour in City London is going to get ticketed.
If I see them,
they are, and you think you think that is a valuable use of City of London police time when bike theft is endemic. You don't even investigate most bike thefts. Let me finish. And where there's phone snatching going on, you could be getting robbers, and you're letting phone snatchers and bike thieves go to ticket law-abiding citizens cycling no-handed. Do you think that's an honestly good use of City London police time?
So
she's just absolutely stumped there. She's like, He's got a point, doesn't he? And bless her, like, look at her hair. Her hair's a mess. She's rolled out of bed in the morning. She's like trying to make a difference, but she's now pulling people over because they're cycling no-handed. And what's even weirder is they've figured out a solution for this.
Stop! Forensic spray!
So this is smart water in a can. Some of you may have heard of it previously. It provides a unique forensic code in every can. Once an officer has deployed this spray, then it pinpoints and tags an individual on a bike or an e-bike or however they've deployed it to a specific day, date and location. The message is really, really simple, is that we have this new technology and we will find you.
We will find you. And we will kill you. Well, no, we'll spray you. We'll just spray you with some water and then hopefully prosecute you for riding with no hands. I mean, again, this is where it comes back to, what did you get into the cops for? Surely this wasn't the goal. And as the next video shows, sometimes spray doesn't always work.
You alright?
He just opened his mouth.
That tastes like Geordie.
Honestly, that tastes like Geordie. I was just mouth for that.
It's the fact that he's
Face for that.
What is the police training, man? Like, the two of them just trying their best to get him down. He's sitting there drinking the pepper spray going, that tastes fucking like JD and Coke, that. And it's sad because, like, we rely on these guys. I want a government that's tough on crime. And yet, what the fuck hope have we got with this? Makes them look like a laughing stock.
Just tell me why you're arresting me.
For talking.
For what, sorry?
For talking.
Talking?
Talking. I got a slight stammer. Alright?
You arrested me for talking?
For talking.
I don't understand you.
Talking.
I think he had a stammer, bless him. That's awkward.
Apparently you've alleged, and we weren't here, so I don't know you've said it, but you've alleged to say, speak English, or what's that effect?
Speak clearly.
Speak clearly.
No, the gentleman's partially deaf.
Yeah, he can speak clearly.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even hear him.
No, and that's fine, and that's why we've just come to speak, because potentially someone could perceive that as a hate crime.
So this guy got reported for allegedly saying to someone, speak English, and that now could qualify as a hate crime. Oh, it really is like, what the fucking hell has happened in this country? We're a bunch of fucking fannies. We're an absolute bunch of fannies. A bunch of soft fucking fannies. Being offended has just become like the be-all and end-all in this fucking country. I fucking hate it.
Something that we believe you've written on Facebook has upset someone.
You're here because somebody got upset. Is it against the law? Am I being arrested?
You're not being arrested.
Then what are you doing here?
My plan was, if you were admitting that it was you who wrote the comment, you could just make an apology to the person.
I'm not apologizing to anybody, I can tell you that.
The alternative would be that I have to call you in for an interview. I'm here to talk to you about the allegation. They've reported it to the police.
So what?
Obviously, we get a lot of reports like that.
Are there no houses that have been burgled recently? No rapes, no murders?
Yeah, that's all going on as well. That's been.
Well, then why aren't you out there doing, investigating those?
Because I've got to investigate everything that gets reported.
Well, you're not investigating houses being burgled.
No, that's not my job today. I'd like to have a look at the comment that
I don't need to. I know exactly the things I've said.
And that's the thing that a lot of people in like everyday life now, we overlook it, like all these social media arrests or people turning up at your house for what you've written on social media. I don't think I can actually put into words how out of order that is. We should have the fucking right to say whatever the fuck we want online. Like, honestly, I fully believe that. And I believe that unfortunately, it has to come with some really bad stuff because it's so important to protect the right to speak out against the government, for example. That's the number one most important thing in society. And when these people are coming around telling you need to apologize and talk about like what's morally right and wrong, fuck that. You're only here if we've committed a crime. She hadn't committed a crime. Apparently, it said in the bio there that this woman was like someone struggling with cancer, and you're stressing her out like that. She sounded a little like an old woman because she's offended someone. Fuck me. The police in this country have become an utter embarrassment, and things like that are exactly why. Like I said at the start, I've had a lot of respect for the cops when I was a young kid, but look at the state of it. And while I'm on it, you lot better be fucking careful, by the way. If you say any hurtful shit in the comments, you'll be locked up before you know it, right? Don't test me. Now, this next clip is a cop who, you can see him there, he's looking all prim and proper. He's interviewing a woman about why she stood outside of an abortion clinic. Apparently, I think she's praying for the fact that these babies who are, in the woman are going in there to be literally killed.
Are you here to pray for the lives of unborn children?
As I've mentioned to one of your colleagues before, I think that's a little bit of a leading question. No, I'm not, actually, today.
Can your actions be carried out elsewhere?
I'm not doing any actions. I'm just simply thinking silently in my head.
She's standing, thinking, and yet the cops are being like, what are you thinking about, though? That's insane.
Where is this location to stand?
This is an abortion centre. I'm praying for those who've been hurt by abortion.
So, what I said before, are you here to pray for the lives of unborn children?
Yes.
So, yeah.
I said no.
You said no.
I'm praying for those who've been hurt by abortion.
Hurt by abortion?
Yes, that's right.
So, are you aware there's a public space protection order in place here?
Yes, I don't know if you know, but I have actually been arrested twice. I've gone to court and been acquitted for allegedly my silent prayers. I've actually received an email from the police telling me I'm allowed to be in this area.
I mean, the fact that she's been arrested a couple of times, obviously, like, this is a really important thing to her, and maybe she shouldn't be doing this because other people who are going in there to get an abortion will feel very awkward when this woman is sort of standing over the road praying. But if you're not hurting anyone, I don't think the police should have the right to tell you that you can't silently stand over the road and just think to yourself. This is what gets me about this whole thing. Freedom. Freedom to speak, freedom to stand, freedom to think. That's where they're encroaching on our human rights. Instead of chasing after the bad guys because the fat fucks can't keep up with them half the time. This is what they're doing.
Right to part, right, no units.
Leave me the fucking alone! Leave me the fucking alone!
Bro, it's so mad how people rush to the scene to get their phones out and just record it. Wow, they're hitting the cop. They're literally digging the cop while he's on the ground. This is why UK police need guns. They're just so, like, vulnerable here. This is one of the scenarios that's a really good example of where I empathise with a cop. Like, who the fuck would want to do this, man? You're dealing with this shit. It's a fucking nightmare. But instead of having guns, this is what they've got.
Doesn't report, stay where you are. Turn around, put your hands behind your back, do it now.
Hi, my name's Cameron from Dorset Police. I'm just going to talk you through our pieces of kit that we carry on a daily basis when we're responding to your calls. Up at the top, I've got my airwave radio. This keeps me in contact with the control room and other colleagues. I'm able to send statuses to them as well, just at a push of a button. There's also an orange button at the top. That is for an urgent response request. Over here, I've got my body-worn video. This will be set to standby, which means that when I activate it, it will record the previous 30 seconds as standard. Achieves best evidence when we go to jobs and deal with multiple different incidents. Down here I've got my taser, so I'm a specially trained officer. It's a voluntary role, it's an added piece of work equipment and enables us to deal with more high-risk situations. Over here I've got a torch, which every police officer has as standard. Over here I've got my handcuffs. These are deployed on people who are violent or escaping, or potentially both. Down here I've got my baton. This is a 21 centimetre piece of steel on a friction lock that comes out, and we can use that for striking or as a leverage tool as well. Down here I've got my parva. That is an irritant spray which we spray into the eyes of other people.
I think Buzz Lightyear has more gadgets that I'm worried about than this guy. And what I found funny is Dorset Police in particular have like a whole social media channel where they like show off what they're doing.
We're Dorset Police. Of course we have a dog section.
We're Dorset Police, and of course we have police mounted volunteers.
We're Dorset Police, and of course we do about 80% of our MOTs in-house.
We're Dorset Police. Of course we seize illegal e-bikes and scooters.
We're Dorset Police. Of course we've processed 6,800 people this year in custody.
We're Dorset Police. Of course we've got a special constabulary who give tens of thousands of hours every year to keep people safe.
We're Dorset Police. Of course we love to police in the rain.
We're Dorset Police. Of course this is a view from my office.
We're Dorset Police. Of course we get to drive on blue lights.
I get that, like, maybe you're trying to familiarise yourselves with the community, be friendly and feel approachable. But here's the thing. You're supposed to be intimidating. We're trying to deter criminals here. Do you understand that? Because if I'm a hardened criminal, I look at that and I laugh. I genuinely would be like, this is the softest touch. We have got it made in Dorset. We are in for it. We're going to make a killing. Oh my God, it gets worse. Oh my God. Nah, it's so bad. They've feminized the police, and I looked into the numbers. They obviously like have had a major influx of women into the cops, and in shit like this, it makes the police a joke. Spinning around on your fucking chair, going, "What the fuck are we talking about, man? There's hardened criminals out there who are supposed to be scared of you lot. That's why they're not going to murder us all. They see you swiveling around on your chair like some fucking office boffin, looking like Dolly Parton working 9 to 5. Do you think that's going to intimidate them and keep us safe? I doubt it. Prat. At what point in the day should any police force go, do you know what we should do now? Film a TikTok. Why not? We've got 5 spare, haven't we? Come on, get the chair out. If any police force in the UK has time to do that, they should all be fired. Filming fucking TikToks. Even I don't have time to do that. I'm a content creator, for fuck's sake.
What were your friends and family's reaction when you said you wanted to have a career in the police?
A bit of a mixed bag. I think female in policing is definitely much more accepted now, but previously it was a male-dominated role, so I think there was a lot of concerns around there against violence against women and girls. Is it a safe role for young females to go into? But I think proving them wrong now I'm in the job. There are a lot of females. My team personally is a 50-50 split between male and female.
And are the police doing anything internally to help female officers feel a bit more safe?
We've got lots of different support. We've got chief inspectors who are targeted specifically on looking after female officers, so the difficulties that females experience, the way that we police slightly differently to male officers, and then using our skill set better. So female officers may be better at certain things compared to male officers, obviously all dependent on the individual.
I get it. Like, there are some things that women could be better at than men in the police force. For example, going undercover. I've interviewed an undercover female police officer, and she was amazing. But it is a physical job, and you are on the front line. And sometimes you are going to be in very physical situations where you got to fucking fight. And we've seen in all of these clips, it's just not their fucking strong point. When I set out to make this video, I certainly didn't go with the idea of let me find a load of clips of women being incompetent or struggling or anything. That was really genuinely not my idea. But I do have a fucking sense of humor and I do make jokes. But the more clips I gathered, the more I was like, wow, they do seem to struggle. And there is a video that really demonstrates that more than any other. And like, if you got a dodgy stomach, brace yourself because there's a bit of blood here.
Are you okay? All right. Calm down, you can. Sit down for me. 16257. You alright? You okay? I'm here, right? 5 deep breaths.
I mean, fuck me, I hate saying that, and I'm certainly not gloating or you know, making light of when a woman gets attacked like that, because fuck me. I watched the video, a guy fucking smashes her one right in the face. I think it was at an airport at the time. This geezer still not being fucking sentenced. But she was a victim. She wasn't a police officer who was in control of the situation. She was a fucking victim that day. And let's be honest, as sad as it is, and I don't want to kick a person when they're down, but you gotta be real. She had no business being in a physical confrontation with a grown-ass man. And I know that we believe in equality these days and whatever, but I also believe in fucking reality and science. And I'm certainly not saying women don't have a place in the police force, but like, there's so many of these clips that I just kept coming up, and I was like, fucking hell. And again, it's not just about women, it's about just feeble people who aren't made for physical confrontation. There's a video I found with them who just passed out, right? And they're all marching along. It looks fucking ridiculous. They don't look like Royal Marine Commandos, do they? Fucking hell.
Officer! How old? Huh? How old's your colleague? 18. 18, yeah? Yeah. Are you 18? No,
I wish. 38.
Okay, big up, man. She looks so young, man.
Fresh out of college.
Fresh out of college, yeah? Big you up, man. How old? 4. Oh, shit.
What the fuck are we doing, man? Like, this is not me being like age discriminatory or sexist or any of that sort of shit. Just common sense, innit? If you want to be on the front line, you got to have a certain level of ability to protect yourself. How are you going to be able to protect the public when you can't protect you? And for some reason, asking such a basic question has become offensive or out of order or inappropriate. And I'm like, whatever happened to the days where, you know, cops were bad motherfuckers and scared criminals into not committing crime? Because I'm not seeing it anymore. They look weak. They look unfit. They don't look like they're fit to do the job. And I think they need to bring back the standards of what it means to be a police officer instead of lowering the bar to a point where, at the start of the video, we let a fucking guy who was accused of fucking child molestation in for DEI reasons. And we let people who are fat, who are weak, who are feeble in. That, I don't care if you're a man or a woman, that's really not about that. It's about, can you actually, like, handle business when it's time to? Because from what I'm seeing, fuck no is the resounding answer on a lot of this lot. And again, this isn't an anti-police video, because I bet you there's some cops who are watching this right now, shaking their heads going, back in my day, it was the real shit. Now look at the state of it. I bet you there is. Anyway, I'm sure some of you might disagree. Some of you might agree. That's the beauty of this channel. I just say what I really believe, as I did on the last video. Some of you agree, some of you disagree, but ultimately, I hope you respect that I'm just giving my honest opinion, unfiltered. And that in this day and age, especially on YouTube, it's rare. So at least you always get that from me, that no bullshit, true Geordie. You can always depend on it. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe to the True Geordie YouTube channel. I'll see you on the next one.